If you don't like gross stuff, this video is not for you, but I'm assuming since you clicked on it, knowing the title, you're okay with this. On Thursday, September 17th, 2020, I went to an MRI appointment. And I think most people will just go to an MRI appointment, you know, get your contrast, do the scan, and it takes under an hour. That's never been me. Okay, so let me do a little bit of a background. When I was in 8th grade, I almost died from an MRI contrast. It's very, very rare. There's like 0.001 something % chance. There's about 13 different symptoms, or the ending being that I passed out and don't remember much of it. If you don't know what an MRI is, let me go back that far. It's basically like this little scan tube thing that you go into so they can scan parts of you when something's wrong. Sometimes, to get a better view of things, they need to inject you with a contrast, which basically lights up whatever area that they're looking at. So with that contrast that happened in 8th grade, I knew that I wanted to stop doing contrasts forever. When they first injected me in 8th grade, they said,
"Don't worry, there's no symptoms."
It is so rare for you to have symptoms, but saying there is none, you end up with that 0.01% chance with the person who has it, and you told them there are no symptoms. That just kind of bugged me a little bit. What bugged me even more was the lady who was doing the scan. The scan started, she injected me with it, and as soon as it started, my heart started beating, like I could see it going out of my chest. I started feeling all nauseous and whatever, and the lady was like,
"Just get on with it, you're overreacting."
And I kept trying to sit up because I was gonna puke, and she would push me back down. I've been scared of contrasts and MRIs since then. Come to September 17th, they wanted to do an MRI contrast scan because I lost my hearing suddenly in my ear, and they just wanted to see what was going on. There's this thing called sudden sensory hearing loss, and they think it's that, where you just wake up all of a sudden and you can't hear anymore. But they just wanted to make sure that there was nothing like blocking my ear or whatever. And they said that they checked the ingredients and nothing was similar. I'm like, okay, I think I'll be fine. I'm still scared of the machine. I get into this little room, and because of COVID, my mom can't come with me this time, and she was the one who told the lady to stop doing the scan on me the first time. So if something goes wrong, first they do like a 15-minute scan to have like a comparison with contrast and without, and so they did that. It took like 15-20 minutes. Then the machine pulls out, because I'm laying on it, obviously. They say like, okay, we're gonna do the contrast now, and I'm like, oh yay! They look for the veins. If this grosses you out, you clicked on this video. They looked for the veins on this arm and they couldn't find any because I have the world's tiniest veins. Looked on the veins on this arm and could not find anything. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, also, when we got into this little room, these guys said that they were experts and that I had nothing to worry about. They're trying to find this vein, and they keep the band on for so long that like my arm starts getting kind of like purple, and it's like, really? Okay, take it off now. So eventually they decide, okay, since we can't find the veins in this arm or this arm, we're gonna go through your wrist. Your veins on your wrists are smaller than the veins in your like elbow crease, whatever that's called. These guys said that they were experts and that I had nothing to worry about. So they decided to go through my wrist, and my mom said after the fact, she said if she was there, she would have told them not to do that. Now I know! They put the contrast in, and my vein exploded. It exploded. That was so painful. It looked like I broke my wrist. Experts. How do you do that?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Got a mask to hold it. How cool. So essentially what they explained was that your veins are like straws, okay? And you like the blood goes through them. And they're only so big. Some people have bigger ones, some people have smaller ones. I have tiny, tiny little ones. Think about like those little tiny coffee straws. Imagine trying to drink a smoothie out of it. It doesn't work. So it broke! They said that they've never blown a vein before, and oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So there's my horror story. I want to believe that I was going to be allergic to the contrast. And so fate decided, you know what, it's better to just blow her vein. Like, don't even get the contrast in, just blow it.
You know, it's fine.
Honestly, I kind of like that better than the reaction. Anyway, so today is a very good day because I am finally putting my Fitbit back on my wrist. I mean, there's little bumps that you can't even tell on the camera. Oh, by the way, they looked in the scan without the contrast and they said that they could see that there was nothing blocking my ear, so I did lose my hearing, which is sensory hearing loss, whatever, and I knew that's what it was from the beginning, but you know, we just had to do that. I think my Fitbit is dead. It's dead. I gotta charge it. But anyway, I'm gonna put this on just for the sake of the video.
Ta-da!
Don't be scared of MRI contrast. Like, I don't want you to take that away from the video. I don't know what you should take away from this. I feel like I just scared everybody into not wanting to take MRI contrast, but like, it's so rare. So like, you shouldn't have a problem. But it's just I do. And I think that was the last straw, and they're gonna put it in my little file thing. Don't give her MRI contrast. Yeah, and we didn't learn the first time when I like completely passed out. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you want more story times, also let me know. I got some. And yeah, bye guys.